Welcome to Medical Monday with Summit Medical Group. I'm Marcella Palmer with a special series installment on the global obesity epidemic and one woman's lifelong campaign to overcome the poor diet and exercise habits that once helped trap her in her own body. Well, today she's making great strides towards success and her latest battlefield, Mount Kilimanjaro.
My journey to wellness began at more than 360 pounds when the only thing that I could hike was a flight of stairs. And I had spent so many years trying to focus on the number on the scale. So one year I decided to focus on what I wanted to do instead of what I wanted to lose. So my journey started with flat hikes around my community. It went from there to small mountains and then eventually led me to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro.
Cara Richardson-Whiteley is always up for a challenge. She's an accomplished author, journalist, philanthropist, and plus-sized adventurer. A 6-year journey of focused diet and exercise will hopefully move Cara off of the path leading to certain obesity-linked diseases or conditions.
Blood pressure is excellent. I got 108/78.
Here, there's such a sedentary lifestyle in other countries and such an oversupply of food and we have all the right foods to eat, but the question is, are we eating the right things for us?
Obesity is today considered a worldwide epidemic for women, men, and children who are seeing higher BMI, or body mass index numbers. BMI uses height and weight measurements to estimate body fat. Cara visits her physician for regular checkups, Summit Medical Group internist Dr. Jacqueline Meyer.
You know, BMI in general, 25 to 29 is considered overweight, over 30 is considered obese, over 40 is considered to be, the danger zone where you're really at high risk for long-term complications. The main complications being heart disease, cholesterol problems, stroke, sleep apnea, arthritis.
Obesity is linked to a number of causes, both debated and substantiated by the medical community, spanning from biological to environmental. But a steady diet of processed, calorie-rich foods and a lack of exercise rank high on the list of reasons obesity is now considered a global epidemic.
At least 50% of the patients in my practice struggle with some sort of weight issue. In terms of who actually falls into the obese range, I would venture to say it's probably 30 to 40% of my patients do. In terms of being overweight versus obese, in terms of generally obese, it's a fair amount of people.
According to a recent report by the Trust for America's Health and the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation, more than 190 million Americans are overweight or obese. That's 2/3 of the current population. Adult obesity rates have doubled since 1980 from 15 to 30%, while childhood obesity rates have more than tripled. Over the last year, adult obesity rates increased in 16 states. No state saw a decrease. The obesity epidemic continues to be most dramatic in the South, which includes 9 of the 10 states with the highest adult obesity rates, with Mississippi leading the way. The state maintained the highest adult obesity rate for the 7th year in a row.
I'm a plus-size adventurer, and I like to keep my story out there because I think that activity and being so well and taking care of myself on the physical side helps keep my numbers low as far as blood pressure, blood sugar, cholesterol. I may be still struggling with the number on the scale, but at least activity keeps those numbers down.
Many experts hope that fresh public policy and environmental approaches, which could make healthy choices readily available and affordable, will lead to better eating habits and encourage regular exercise. Some feel there's also a decided benefit in making changes in the food service industry.
6 years ago, I could barely hike a staircase, and just this past summer, I hiked Kilimanjaro for the 3rd time. And that's not an ending for me, that's a beginning, because there's no telling where I can go from here.
This has been your Medical Monday with Summit Medical Group. Thanks for watching. Summit Medical Group is here to help you live well and stay well.